Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and we are going to do a read for the month. This is going to be for the full month of November already, all right? So with that being said, we've got a new moon on November 4th. That actually falls into Scorpio, and then we've got a full moon at the end of the month on the 19th that falls in Taurus, okay? So that scorpionic energy is all about really getting in touch with your feelings. Keep that in mind as it pertains to your read, especially like the first half of the month there. When you get into the second half of the month, that's all about focusing that, knowing from that Taurus energy, knowing that, that stability, security, really enjoying nice things and that type of thing. Those are going to be really key for you, but at the same time, it is all about not counting on just the materialism side of things, but understanding the value within you and the self-respect that you have within you, right, outside of just material items. And it's not to say that's just going to be the focus. It's just a few things to kind of keep in mind, and it comes throughout the read. So with that being said, let's jump into this and what's going on for Aquarius, all right? Guys, thanks so much for all your likes, subscribes, and shares. I do appreciate that, and definitely keep them coming. It helps my channel tremendously, all right? So I hope you all are doing fantastic. Let's take a look, break it down week by week for you, all right? So first week, what's going on for Aquarius? Whoa, slippery cards, okay? What do we have here? We've got the King of Swords. Could be dealing with the, this is either you taking on this energy or you've got a fellow air sign that you might be working with here. But this is what the Spirit wants you to know, all right? So what the universe wants you to know is going to be key. All right, so what is coming into play here? So what we've got here is the King of Swords, and we've got it facing this way. So it's almost like the King of Swords is, he's all about authority of one's own intellect, of one's own mind. And I really believe that if this is you taking on this energy, that you are really focused on your mind and what it is within reason that you want to bring to fruition, right? You're sitting on the throne there. It's looking out into the universe. What is it that you want to create? You're in your head and you're kind of thinking of what are some new ideas that I can actually put forth. And it could have to be in terms of a business. It could be in terms of a relationship. We're just going to see what wants to come up. But this usually deals with reason, and this is air energy. So I feel that it's about, being in authority of that. And the beauty of this too is, I don't know if you see this, but you're going to see that there's like this, almost like a lotus flower of some sort that's kind of blooming behind him. So I almost feel that something is blooming. Something is getting ready to grow. Like it's about, building this up, moving it and making it even better, So it's either up leveling in a business. It could be, within a situation, kind of something's wanting to bloom. Okay. So it's kind of how I feel there. Like something wants to bloom, right? And come to life and show some light. So this is the first week. I also get the 9 of Wands, which is not giving up. Fire energy. So this is not giving up. You've got your suited up here, within the armor. And I feel that this is all about, emotions of the body, the sacral chakra is that orange. And this is about not giving up, and really moving towards what it is that you want, person, place, or thing here. Okay, so it's beautiful energy, and it's also about, being very persistent in what it is that you want. Now, the next card that I get here is the 3 of Pentacles. Now, this is all about teamwork and collaboration. So it's about working with others. So there's others that can help you do this and bring this into fruition. This is saying you don't have to do it alone, Aqua, but this is about reaching out. If you're in a business, this is about, or you're at work, get others to kind of work with you or to help you within this. Your load will be heavy, and this is saying is that you find it easier. There's a new way of working and a new way of being able to blossom, and to be that King of Swords by being able to work together. Now, if this is a relationship, for some of you, it could be that someone, that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a fellow air sign's got their back, turned towards you. Now, turned away from you, I should say. And it's turned away from you, and it's focused in on, they're focused on their world. They're focused on persevering, and they want to persevere, and it's almost as if that they are, it's kind of like they want to come together. They want to come together, but I don't know if it's just that this man's holding a box, right? So I almost feel that someone's holding a box and wants to bring you a gift, has got something to show you. That could be the case. So for some of you, just note that that's kind of something that seems to be coming through here. Let's take a look at what numerology has to say within the first week for you here. So I think it's, bottom line, it's really looking at your domain and seeing how you can make it bloom and become better, and persevering and not giving up and collaborating with others or working with others to help things go smoother, so you can step up and still be kind of focus on your core responsibilities in your work or in your business, so to speak. In a relationship, it's not giving up, but someone is anticipating coming forward, kind of waiting for the right time to bring you a gift. I kind of feel that that's kind of the case. Yeah. And I also get surrender, right? Surrender to the situation, surrender, with the outcome of a situation, but get out there and do your best. This is an ending with a brand new beginning. Okay. Sacral chakra energy, and then connection with source, which is the crown chakra. So surrendering to something and being able, not giving up, but I kind of feel that this surrender is just surrendering the control to a situation, not giving up. And then you're going to receive that happy ending from that. And I think it's going to help out. So don't control it. Take the missteps that you need to move forward and what it is that you do want, and surrender to the outcome and was what that is. Now, your second week coming through, what is that for Aqua? What do we have for Aqua? Your second week coming through here. I'll take two of them here. Wow. Okay. So interesting. This is so interesting. So now we've got a pair. We've got the King and Queen of Swords coming through here, guys. Okay. So very interesting. Now, the first card that came out, I have to apologize, guys. This was the Queen of Swords. This was the King of Swords that came out for your second week. Okay. So I really feel that this is you kind of, focusing on your domain, again, but here's the interesting thing. Bottom line, she's about being very perceptive. She is very quick thinker. So keep that in mind. The messages are pretty much the same, but the point that I want to make in your second week is now we've got a couple here. Okay, so now we've got two people, two air signs. And it could be that you're involved with an air sign, or it could be a boss at work, or, something of the sort. But this is about going head to head, because you're both in your head, right? So it's kind of like you're both, incredibly smart. But I feel that this King of Swords, kind of the masculine energy, is focused on, I kind of get like this Hierophant energy. So I kind of get that Hierophant energy going within the moon. And it's almost like this person is waiting waiting for someone to come towards them. So it could be that this person might be waiting for you to come towards them, or they're waiting for the right time, okay? Or they're waiting for the right time to be illuminated within the situation, okay? Very interesting, but you've got a couple here, and again, it could be someone that you might be know, or someone that it could be a boss figure of some sort. I mean, look at this is like a beautiful, beautiful, perfect match. Really beautiful, perfect match here. Okay. And the interesting thing is that when we got the Queen in the first week, we had her this way. So kind of her back was and the King is facing forward. So it could be you're at opposition within something. So it's about surrendering this to get to a happy ending. And the second week is about shining the light on that thing, whatever that is, using the phases of the moon that might help you within that process. Okay. So it's a very interesting energy. I do want to pull something out here, because I feel that, that there could be, what is it that I want to pull here? I know what it is. Here it is. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of opposition. Okay. There's some sort of opposition. What is this that seems to be coming through here? What do we have? Let's see here. Release all fear-based attachment and trauma. So within this situation is that, one of you, this is about this person, could be that they're releasing any sort of fear or any sort of fear-based, type of energy. And maybe the one person having their back against the other here, this is about, any sort of attachment or trauma. Maybe there is a situation where there is a divorce or a disconnect or a separation, and that could be coming into play. And it's about letting go of fear-based attachment and trauma. So that's interesting. Anything else for the second week that's coming through here? What do we have here? We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is all about having faith, all right? This is about competition and perseverance, continuing to persevere, okay? Whatever the case may be, maybe there's some sort of competition within a situation. There could be competition within your work or anything of the sort. And if this is you just taking on this energy on the second week, it's making sure that to remind you is to rid of the fear by taking steps forward, even if it's baby steps, to kind of shave off that fear as you take action. When you take action in baby steps, the fear tends to go away, and it keeps going and going away the more action that you take and keep moving forward, right? So going for what you desire rather than focusing on what you fear is going to be the biggest thing. Now, even though it's easier said than done, it has you looking back at any sort of trauma or situation from the past and persevering and pushing through it no matter what, guys, okay? And this is saying, in that process is that maybe that there has been some sort of limited outlook or narrow perspective of a situation. And it's saying that be open to other people's opinions and that type of thing. And it begs the question, what makes you think that your thoughts are solid gold, right? So it is about not having a narrow-minded or limited perspective. It wants you to be a lot more open within that. And I like that because it's about persevering in the open meadows, right? So it's persevering within that, just like that, right? And that's what I feel here. So that's what's coming through. Anything from numerology in the second week for you? What comes through here? Healing. Okay, so that separation could have taken place. It could have been a work situation. It could have been just a love situation. Whatever it is, I feel that it stemmed from a old way of thinking or being, and you're healing from that. Like you're healing from a relationship or you're healing from a situation. And this is saying to allow that healing to take place. So this is all forms of communication. That blue is the throat chakra, guys, and that's just really focused on healing the communication. So maybe there is communication that's necessary to heal a situation, right? Maybe that you're drawn to Reiki, maybe about life coaching, counseling, nursing, acupuncture, physical therapy, anything of the sort. These things can really, really help you, or, to get, help or within a situation. Third week, what's coming out for Aqua? Let's take a look what's coming out for Aqua. It's so serious. There's lots of reasoning, lots of air that's behind this here. So the next cards that I get here are this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we've got the Strength card, and then we've got the Seven of Cups. This is interesting. Remember how we talked about, fear-based decisions, the devil's coming out here. And here's what I feel, guys. This is interesting because the devil comes out and you see that they're not moving. The lion's not moving and the woman's not moving. This is the Strength card. Okay, Leo energy. You might have that in your chart, but you can see that they're not scared. They're like, oh really? That fear. That's the past. That's the past. I know my inner strength now. I'm focusing on my desires here, and in fact, I can even tame a wild beast, next to me, and not so much tame or control, but I can come together with that energy and shift my way of thinking, right? So it's about having choices and of making the proper choice, getting rid of the illusions, right? Getting rid of the illusions of the Seven of Cups. That's the emotions that comes forth and saying, oh, I can't do that, or gosh, I can't do this because of this, right? And to know that when there's a will, there is a way, right? And it starts with you. So this is on the third week, saying those fear-based decisions, the devil can show up, but I'm not going to move. We're not going to move, right? Because we're so solid. We know who we are and the value, and those fear-based decisions were only something from yesterday. So I really feel that you're overcoming whatever this is, any fear that's affected work, that's affected relationships. It's getting rid of the old illusions that just aren't working for you anymore. And I love to see this, Aqua. This is so flippin' awesome, okay? I really love to see this for you here, okay? And then anything for numerology that might want to come out for you here to help you. Because you can see this man is like, you can kind of see this man, before he used to be, lost in illusion, right? And his face, I don't know if you can see his face that well, guys, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, it's kind of like that look like, what the hell? I got all these choices, like, I can't even think straight. And this is saying, no, stop for a moment. And, get grounded out in nature and call upon that strength within you that can balance out, the light and the dark side of you. And this is saying is that those fear-based decisions are of the past. You don't have to carry them with you. And now you balance them out with that, the infinity symbol above her head, right? And now hugging the lion, there with her arm on the lion. I mean, it's like we've got the strength to overcome anything, and the illusions do not scare me. This is just an illusion. That's fear. Okay. What does this take a look at for numerology? Third week, we get individuality. This is about using your uniqueness, Aqua. Whatever it is that makes you stand out from the crowd. It's that thing that other people tell you that is very unique about you. It's like, it's always that. Oh, you're so good at that. Oh, I love this about you. And it's those consistent compliments that you might get. Take heed, because that's all about your individuality. And this is telling you, or focusing on, is that use that uniqueness and don't try to blend in with the crowd. You need to use your uniqueness, and and we all have, that a sense of uniqueness within us, outside of a thumbprint, outside of our voice. Those are all, unique identifications of us, but also is your way of being in your spirit. And there's something unique about you that it doesn't want you to conform, and it wants you to be you. All right. So that is going to be key that's coming out here. All right. So very, very key. All right. And last week, let's take a look at what's coming out for you here. Last week of the month of November for Aquarius. What do we have here? Oh, this is nice, guys. Okay. So what do we get here? We get the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. And then we get the Knight of Cups. So what a way to end the month of December, guys. I love this. Okay, so here's the deal. What it is that you manifest comes to fruition. You always got to stay to the end of the read, because this is sometimes when the best stuff comes out. So this is where you get whatever it is that you're manifesting. The universe says, here you go. I'm going to drop it down to you. But here's the thing. You got to catch it, and you got to take it and run with it, right? And so I really feel that something monetarily, something in terms of your material world is coming down for you. Whatever it is that you've manifested is coming through. Now, it can also, you also have an opportunity in love. Emotionally, there's a Knight that's moving forward. They're, very transparent and very much bringing a cup of emotions, right? That is very honest coming through here. Now, it's a Knight. It's not a king, but it's not a page either, okay? So this is someone coming to express love or express emotion towards you. So I kind of feel on your material plane and on the emotional plane, things come together, okay? And that's probably why in the month of November, right, you got 11 coming through here, your individuality. Keep that, because that's what's attracting others, and that's what makes you unique. And at the end of the month, it's so funny, you get that stability in the month of November by balancing out what's ever happening on your material plane and your emotional plane. And you might have two big opportunities coming towards you, okay? Because that's exactly what the cards say, all right? So very, very beautiful. Give me one more card that wants to come through for Aquarius before we close out. What do we get here? We get the Four of Swords, okay? So this is all about an opportunity. Let's see, it says an opportunity. It's kind of has you looking down, right? This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Fours are about stability. So I feel that this is all about resting. It's kind of like everything that you've done. It's like you're putting things to rest. It's like, oh, now I got everything that I've desired or that I'm looking for, right? It's about resting here for a moment, and all the work that you put towards both areas kind of coming to fruition. Let's take a look at what it is that you need to keep in mind. What does your light side have to say for you? What advice does your light side have to say? Look into moon energy for your highest desires, okay? So that, put your intentions out at the beginning of the month, which is, November 4th in Scorpio energy. And then at the near the end of the month on the 19th, when it falls in Taurus, you can kind of see where you're at. And then even a week after, it can really help you bring those intentions at the beginning of the month, and then see what you've come, how far you've come until the end of the month, around the 19th, and then bring that through to reach your highest desires. So it does want you to look into moon energy for that. And so with that in mind, what is it that you need to manifest? Let's take a look at the Manifest Oracle deck. What is going to be important for Aqua to manifest? That wants to come out specifically for you. Okay, the manifesting cards. What do we have for you here? What do we get? I am grateful for the good and the riches of my mind. Oh yeah, guys, oh yeah. And use it to your advantage here is what this is talking about, okay? So I'm grateful for my good and the riches of my mind. All right, guys, well, I hope this resonates with you. Note your comments below. Definitely like and subscribe. And I look forward to see you next time. And until then, namaste.